The shirt is traditional white fabric, and what color is a white shirt going to be? You've been paying attention, I'm sure you got that right. It depends on a number of factors. Depends on the color of the light that is hitting the shirt. If the light is warmish, like a tungsten light bulb, then the shadows will be cool-ish. If the light is noonday sun, pretty bright white clear, then the shadows could be slightly warm actually. That's one factor, is what is the color of the light hitting it. The next factor is what colors are being bounced and reflected off objects around it. So in this case we have a blue tie will have some effect on the white shirt. The flesh tone will have some impact on the white shirt. And I didn't draw this, but I'm going to put a bit of his shirt showing way up here. Don't let me forget that that's up there. So there'll be a number of different colors, and I'm going to go ahead and erase several of these lines that I sure don't need. I'm going to begin with a neutral gray tone to begin outlining the shirt. I won't worry about those secondary reflected colors for the moment. Let me begin by getting the general outline of the collars and so on and so forth going. And I'm going to make it a cool gray, that is to say a bluish gray. Which would indicate that the light bathing this character, hitting this character, is a warmish light because the shadows are cool, bluish. And I think I will put that frisket back on, the collars, because this can be a fairly hard edge. Okay, and there's just a couple things I want to do here. I want to give, right now the edges of that collar are razor sharp and very two-dimensional. There's no feeling of thickness to the collar. Let me show you a real sweet little trick. I'm going to take the frisket that I cut off of there, and I'm going to just not put it back in the right place, but jog it back about a 1/16 of an inch. Back that way. Cover up this area down here so I don't hit it with overspray. And same color gray. I'm going to hit that edge. Let's take the frisket off and see if that succeeded in giving us a little bit of dimension on the fabric of the collar. Yeah, a little bit, not bad. Let me do the same thing with the other collar. We can mess with that some more, but it's a good start. You see I'm going to jog it back now. I want to give the impression that we're looking at the edge of the collar is facing us a little bit. So rather than cut another whole frisket, I just am going to use the frisket that's there. The frisket I've already cut. So I have to make an additional cut because I know that it'll be a perfect parallel line. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, not bad. We'll work with it some more. a little bit of stitching in this collar, don't you think? About a 1/4 inch back from, I'm looking at my stitching in my shirt. This is certainly not a white shirt, but just want to make sure that I'm right, yeah. And I think I can freehand this. It's not a perfectly straight line, and I'm trying to give the impression of a stitched seam. Okay, I believe that'll do. It looks like a hand-stitched seam, not factory. That's all right, have a little fun with it. Let me put my collar back in place down here.